Hi, this is Blake Angelos from Yamaha Corporation of America here at Sam Ash with the new MODX Music Synthesizer. The MODX is based on three guiding principles: sound, control, and mobility. As far as sound goes, MODX is based on the legendary Montage Music Synthesizer. So it has an AWM2 engine for great sample-based sounds. It has an FMX engine for great synthesizer sounds. You have the motion control system with motion sequences, the super knob macro control, great sounding, great control. As far as mobility goes, this guy right here, the MODX 8, weighs 30 pounds, very lightweight. The MODX 7 is 76 notes, it weighs 16 pounds, and the MODX 6 at 61 notes is only 14 pounds. So sound, control, and mobility, those are the three big points of the MODX. So let's talk about sound. The great thing about the MODX is that it is based on the Montage, the flagship music synthesizer. In fact, MODX is content compatible with the Montage music synthesizer. That means things like the Bosendorfer library, the Chick Corea Mark V, any of those library packs will load directly into the MODX. It's a very cool thing. So let's talk about some of the great sounds on board. Well, piano obviously is in this instrument. In fact, it is the Montage CFX concert piano. Check this out. All the sounds in the MODX happen in what's called performance mode. And I have a performance in front of me right now. It's a single part performance called CFX stage. What is a single part performance? That's one part, which is this great piano. So I have actually up to 8 parts that I can split and layer however I want to configure things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 layers, a string sound and maybe a choir sound, and I'll add super knob control. You can easily add the deep control that you want to these performances in here. So first thing I'll do is I'm going to touch on part 2 here. I'm going to go to the strings area, and I'm actually going to look for another single part. So I've just looked, and I look at the attribute inside my cool category search here. I see single part. So I go to strings category, and I find the strings section I want, ballad strings. So I'll go back by touching that performance home. So now I have strings and piano. What do I want to do? I'm going to touch on the string section part, and I have a little crawl that shows up here on the left. I touch edit. Now I'm at the part edit. Now the overall part settings are right here. There's my volume control. What I want to do is turn the volume of that strings all the way down. So all I have is just a piano sound. Now I'm going to assign the super knob control to that volume parameter. How do I do that? I touch control assign and I move the super knob. It's just that simple, really fast. So now I have a FC7 expression pedal that's plugged into the foot controller 2. That controls my super knob. As you can see, it's moving it so I don't have to reach up and do that control. So here I go. I've assigned the super knob to that control. Pretty cool. So I'll go back to performance home. Now I have my 2 parts in here. Now I'm going to add my 3rd part. So I'm going to touch on part 3. Now, I could go through the whole attribute search, but I know that the name of this particular sound has the word mother in it. So I'm going to go over to where the magnifying glass is and type in M-O-T-H-E-R, boom. And there it is, Mothership. That's the one I was remembering. So now I've assigned this sort of pad sound. I'm going to assign some super knob to this one as well. So I'll touch on that part here. I'm going to go to Edit. And now I want to go to the part settings. Do the same thing with the volume on this one, but I'm going to do a little different movement on this one. So I'll touch Control Assign, move the super knob. So now I have two things assigned to the super knob. With this one, what I want to do, I have all these different curve types that I could use to move things in and out. In this one, for example, the sound would come in and out. So as I move from the low part of the super knob, so at that point, I have both the strings and the choir, but as I move the super knob all the way through, the strings continue to go up, but the choir will fade out. Really simple to use. It's a great user interface. Now let's say I want to have maybe a place in the super knob that I can touch and get to this right away rather than move to it. I can save that and do a scene. How do I save a scene? Shift Scene, right underneath the faders here. So I have maybe something like this, something like maybe this. And you can see the super knob moving into the different positions that I saved in the scene. So ease of use, it's a great thing about this instrument.